Hello, this is Natalia from Your Essentials. Thank you very much for joining me today for this short presentation, as I would like to introduce to you the new and revamped Reviderm range from Phyt. As you know, Phyt is an all-natural cosmetic line from France, which is represented by us, Your Essentials, here in the province of Ontario in Canada. And you may be familiar with the picture that I have on the screen right now, which is, of course, the old Reviderm range that was available through us and through Phyt for you in the past. This range of products, of course, was intended for younger consumers, clients who are more, I suppose, caring for the first signs of aging. They are definitely clients who are looking to improve the oxygenation in their skin and improve the look of sallow and dull skin. The new range of products will be quite a little bit more unique. It will have an additional component, which I will introduce shortly. But just to let you know, the actual line of Reviderm products, which you might know, is now discontinued, and the new products are replacing them shortly. They actually are available through us right now. If you would like to inquire about them, I can definitely give you some information about that at the end of the session. For now, the Reviderm line remains to be an umbrella of products that are in the sector of Reviderm, but of course they will be also called something a little different. For now, they are called Reviderm Antipollution products. So that addition of the anti-pollution concern, of course, that a lot of clients are looking to resolve right now has been added. There is a new look, new carton components, of course, and new packaging for some of the products, which you may remember being delivered in capsules to you, now are delivered in form of a pump bottle. So we'll get into the specifics in just a moment, but this is a short introduction. So yes, the Reviderm line has been completely revamped. The name remains. However, there is the kind of an angle of anti-pollution that has been worked into the products right now. So why be concerned about pollution, where, as you know, pollution has been a concern within the last few decades, predominantly in the last few years. It has been coming onto the stage of skincare companies more and more. It is definitely something that we're concerned about all the time. Anybody that lives in a big urban areas, you may be aware of the fact that from time to time we are faced with air pollution warnings or air quality index, which is being definitely delivered to us on a daily basis, especially in the months of summer, but also during winter, as the pollution can increase then too. So why be concerned about pollution, and what is pollution? Well, pollution, very simply put, is a degradation of environment through the release of materials that are not naturally present in air, water, or soil. It causes disturbances to the ecosystem, and of course the consequence of that is migration or even extinction of some of the species that are unable to adapt to the change. So obviously it can be very harmful. There are different types of pollutions that are, of course, out there. So there could be air pollution, industrial pollution, of course, chemical pollution, thermal pollution, and so on and so forth. Of course, all of that can have a very negative effect on the ecosystem as well as our own bodies as human beings, and we are going to be looking at one aspect of that, and that is, of course, a pollution that affects the skin. So we'll touch on that in a moment. But it is a major current issue. According to the World Health Organization, air pollution is greatest environmental health risk for many areas of the world. More urbanized areas definitely are more affected. Polluted environment definitely can be found in big cities, but of course it is not an exclusion. When you live outside of the cities, some of the pollution, especially particle or particulate matter, can travel far distances and can pollute other areas as well. So definitely we're looking at fine particles, things like heavy metals, ozone, carbon monoxide, etc., that do not belong naturally in the environment but are secreted by or as a result of human activity. So with that in mind, of course, anti-pollution in skincare has been a huge concern. Usually, this is a trend that definitely was presented to us first by the Asia Pacific sort of area. A lot of skincare companies that are Korean, Japanese, or, come from pretty much that area of the world has sort of monopolized the market when it comes to anti-pollution type of products. And that has been largely underrepresented in North America and Europe until very recently, where a lot of the European as well as North American companies started to produce and introduce these type of products. Still, less than 2% of all cosmetic products do have an anti-pollution cosmetic line, but within the past few years, more and more of them have been coming onto the market. And of course, that has a very dynamic result. So skin versus pollution, how is pollution really affecting the skin? Well, we are aware of the airborne particles, which I mentioned before, things like heavy metals, things like ozone, carbon monoxide, sulfur oxide, nitrogen oxide, and sometimes even lead, which can be very, very poisonous and in some cases also deadly. So some particles are 20 times smaller than the skin pores. You can imagine they definitely affect the epidermis and can get into the deeper layers of the skin very, very easily. They disrupt the skin and of course cause some disbalance in the biological factors of the skin. Now, what is probably the most evident to the consumers, not so much from the kind of scientific perspective here, but more from what they would recognize that changes in their skin, is the sensitization. The fine particles of pollution can cause skin allergies, extreme sensitivities, sometimes inexplicable or, very, very difficult to sort of examine and come to a conclusion type of skin rashes and other type of skin disruptions that can definitely present themselves out of nowhere. So asphyxiation of cells definitely will be more led by carbon monoxide or things that actually deprive the oxygenation into the tissue. They definitely cause the skin to become more sensitive and prone to irritation. They slow metabolism, causing dull complexion, and of course that leads to premature aging. Now, pollution and skin aging, there has been a very, very quick link that has been established by a variety of different studies. 80% of skin aging could definitely be connected to the environment. We know we have extrinsic, intrinsic factors for skin aging. So obviously factors that come from genetic components and express themselves that way cannot be really controlled by us. Same with slowing metabolism due to age, and of course, the extrinsic factors, which are more from the pollution, from the environment, definitely contribute to faster aging. And those are factors we can very simply control by introduction of specific compounds in our skin. So going back to pollution, it can definitely cause degradation in skin, and this is because of production of free radicals. They can cause oxidative stress. Natural defenses of our skins then are removed. It will definitely cause exhaustion, epidermal disbalance, causing things like dehydration and sensitization and other type of processes. Now, vasoconstriction is one of the main kind of concerns and definitely shows on the skin by the kind of virtue of causing dullness and sallow looking skin. There is, of course, the accumulation of residue, oxidized materials that definitely can attach to the skin and cause slowdown in cell life and weaken skin regeneration. Now, impact of skin, pathologically speaking, so pollutants can definitely have a very aggravating effect on the skin and cause sometimes pathological changes, which can then cause disease in skin and sometimes even lead to more kind of, effective situations where you do have changes in the DNA structures of the skin. So UV, of course, is a big contributing factors. Also, we do need to remember that. And of course, sun protection definitely should be built into everybody's regime. But the focus on anti-pollution components will definitely be something that we'll be looking at shortly. So multiple impact, dull complexion, loss of radiance, dehydration, intoxication of skin tissues, asphyxiation, sensitivity, and premature aging is what your clients are going to be coming to you and looking for resolution with. So there is one specific product which is sort of the star of the segment, and that is Gelée Nettoyante, which is an anti-pollution type cleanser. This was introduced actually very quick to the range. It was one of the first products to be introduced in a range of new Reviderm products, and it is actually given to us because of its triple action. Many of our consumers nowadays get into a situation where they use some type of a pre-cleanse product and then follow with a cleanser. They're being taught that we need to have some sort of an oil type substance to absorb or to dissolve any type of oil-based particles on the skin. And of course, that will be then followed by application of water-based cleanser, which then cleanses the skin thoroughly. Well, this is a product that will do that for you all in 3 variety of different steps. So I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But essentially, its action is to cleanse thoroughly and cleanse quickly, remove completely any type of makeup, waterproof particles, and of course, free the skin from the pollutant type of particles, sorry, so the skin can breathe easily. Now, composition of this product introduces the first different ingredient from what we had present in the old Reviderm line, and that is the presence of marine polysaccharides. Those are the sort of anti-pollution, anti-adhesion, and anti-free radical component. The product will also feature things like sunflower oil and glycerin. This is more to maintain the skin moisture, and of course vitamin E of plant origins, which will be then antioxidant and anti-aging. So your product here will have a very distinct application process. So the first thing that we are going to notice is that the product kind of texture is changed, and it definitely is more jellified. This actually gives its way to the brown algae, so the marine oligosaccharide that I had mentioned already. The origin of this ingredient is from France. Phyt always tries to find ingredients that are present in nature but also are ecologically available in the area where the products are produced. So of course with this we have an anti-pollution, anti-adhesion action. And of course, when this product was tested, it showed to preserve skin cells from something like cigarette smoke and has an antioxidant action. Ex vivo tests, so definitely done on now individuals, had also noticed that, or it has been presented, that this actual ingredient can preserve the skin from adhesion to particle matter, and we're talking about fine particles of 2.5 range. So definitely great. We're using it in the morning and in the evening specifically to sort of filter out any type of pollution. The 3-step gelanic process that will take place here. First of all, when you apply this product, you will notice that it will have that sea green color, very transparent when applied, but very quickly changes into, upon the actual heat from the skin, changes into oil. And this oil-based particles, of course, now pick up any type of oil-based grimy material on the surface of the skin, including some of the pollutants. At this point, you will add a little bit of water to your product just on your fingertips. And when you work that into the product, back into the product, you will notice that it actually changes into a very soft milk, at which point the makeup particles, the pollution, the oil are very easily removed from the surface of the skin. So 3-step action. Just to review it one more time, applies like a gel, transforms into oil, where it picks up all of the particles that are very, very difficult to remove from the skin. With addition of few drops of water, it will definitely turn into a milk composition, which is then very easily rinsed and removed from the surface of the skin. So this is actually a process that's guaranteed to remove about up to 99% of microparticles from the skin with just one application. I can show you some of the studies that have been done with the products here, which show the skin with the particle pollution kind of adhering to the skin. And then the second column from the left shows you how the skin would look like once it's just wiped. And then we have that, of course, juxtaposed to a skin that was then sort of, assessed after cleansing with this product. And you can see that the results from just wiping with a tissue wipe or a sort of makeup removing wipe, and then of course the effects on the far right, sorry, that show you how the product would uniquely work on skin after application of our jelly nettoyant. So with that, of course, the product will be retailed to your client in a format of 100 ml. It is also based on other ingredients, which I did not mention before, but vitamin E from plant origins, of course, the marine oligosaccharide, and a very, very distinct sort of a fragrance note that comes from obviously natural origins, that has a very, very nice vanillic sort of base note that a lot of clients do enjoy once upon the application. So we also have additional products in the range. The concentrate, which was available in the old line, had little tiny microparticles of aloe, which then would dissolve upon application. This has been completely revamped. It does not include that. However, we still have the inclusion of brown seaweed extracts. Of course, that improves the oxygenation and the cells kind of synthesis or the new production of cell in the epidermal tissue. We have chlorophyll from plant origins, which is a great carrier of oxygen. So it does boost up the oxygen levels, and acerola pulp extracts, which of course will deliver then a huge amount of vitamin C. The way that you will apply this product, it is sort of equivalent to a water-based serum. So of course we welcome the application here in the morning and the evening after the anti-pollution cleanser has been applied. And of course that will set up a perfect canvas for application of either the anti-pollution cream or serum. So let's take a look at the next product available. This product, you might remember, was in the old Reviderm range, available in format of capsules. So you would break one capsule, apply it onto the skin. That is not the case anymore. The product has transitioned into a packaging that is pump dispenser. And it will be here now available for you. Basically, one pump application will be enough. Typically, we apply this product in the evening after cleansing. So this is a product that will have a little bit more of a canceling action when it comes to the sort of daily effects of pollution gathering on your skin. And it features 3 rice extracts. So we have red, white, and rice germs, which are then anti-pollution, antioxidative. We have the addition of hemp oil, which was featured in the old Reviderm as well, but that is of course to regenerate and to rebuild some of the loss of lipidic layers within the skin. So really nice. If you enjoy the fragrance from the old product, this is definitely a product that will have the same sort of fragrance note for you and your consumers to enjoy again. Now we also have an addition of a cream. This is a medium balanced moisturizer. This one will be used by a client in the morning or the evening. And it is, of course, after a first application of anti-pollution concentrate, and in some cases in the evening, also the serum. This one will have your feature of the marine oligosaccharides, which are the anti-pollution, anti-adhesion ingredients. Definitely protect the cells from any type of pollutants, including cigarette smoke. It will have the pink pepper extract, which activates the microcirculation, and of course the chlorophyll extract, which then boosts the oxygen levels in the skin. In addition to this, the company decided to also launch a mask option for your client. The option is Mask Flush, and it is a product which will be then offered to the client for 1 to 2 times a week application. And of course, this enhances the work of other products, and it is suggested that the client uses it within the entire range. The ingredients here are very similar to what you saw before. So again, it's just an addition of a product which the client can enjoy on a weekly basis. There is a brand new professional component available to you as well. A lot has changed from the old application, and if you would like, you can always go back to the videos which I had in the past for you, which can talk about the professional application of Phyt's products. You can definitely review that. If you notice, there is a unique 8-step process that will take place here for your client. So obviously the cleansing routine, which will feature your gelée nettoyant. And it is an anti-pollution cleansing jelly, which we met before, available in this very distinct packaging for professional application, which is in your vials. You will need your expirator for this, of course, to get the product out. And the same 3-step gelanic process is applicable here in professional application. In the sort of after exfoliation process, so exfoliation here that we do recommend depending on the skin type and skin conditions is either the application of Gommage Contact Plus, or we also have the application of your natural peel. You can choose one versus the other. Again, for more information about that, you can review the professional component video. But here we apply post-extraction the serum Antipollution. This is an oily serum. We then proceed to our Phyt lymphoenergetic massage, which will be available to you via our training or upon I can definitely provide you with some training components here too via video and a booklet that describes how to perform this massage. If you're not willing to incorporate this specific massage, you can definitely substitute it with any effleurage and petrissage based massage that you know. But the whole point of application of the serum is to oxygenate the tissue, to definitely stimulate the skin, and then of course get the results of the microcirculatory increase, upon which comes an application of the next product, and that is of course your serum Presage. This one will be then added as a water-based component. I know that you have just applied an oil, and one and the other will definitely combine together. You want to apply about three-quarters of the product to the skin and eyes, and then of course reserve 1/4 for the application at the end of the service. So once this product has been completely absorbed into the skin, here we go into application of our mask. This mask, of course, is the same formula that's available in retail, and it is applied and left on the skin for about 10 minutes. At this point, it will need to be removed with our wet oshibori, and then followed up to application of the remaining quarter amount of our water-based serum, and then application of our creme anti-pollution, which will be your final product. So very simple product treatment. It is, or it can be concluded within 45 minutes if you want to have something in more of an express application. Of course, you're welcome to use your modalities such as ultrasonic or ultrasound type of technologies. You can definitely marry that into the service very easily with the application of serums and masks. So this is pretty much it for me. I hope that this kind of overview was very helpful to you and that you're going to look into this range of products. Of course, any questions or any follow-up inquiries about the products, we do welcome. Our phone number is 416-661-6700. You can also reach out to us via our email, and that is sales@euro-essentials.com. You can also find us on our online resources via our website and our social media platform. We will definitely post about these products and have some more information there for you. So thank you very much again. Have a great the rest of your day or night, and I hope to see you soon. Bye.